Hi, my artist, Miss Pratt here. So today what we're going to be working on is we are going to make some elf feet. So I know that sounds kind of funny, but what you need is a paper, markers, and possibly some crayons, okay? So your paper needs to be standing nice and tall like mine. It can't be laying on its side. It has to be standing nice and tall. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my green. And you need to draw 3 lines, okay? Now, these lines are going to be the lines of our elf legs, okay? So your first one is going to go almost all the way down to the bottom of your paper, and it's going to be in the middle of your paper, okay? Or as close to the middle as you can get it. All right, so almost all the way down, all the way to the top. Try and make it as straight as possible. All right, your next one is going to be on the side. We're going to move it, we'll measure with our thumb. So probably from the end of your thumb to where it meets your hand. I'm going to put my finger right there. And it needs to be a little shorter because we're going to leave room for our shoe. Okay, so we're going to come up a little bit from the bottom and have a line that goes all the way to the top. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to draw an imaginary line over here. Go all the way up. Okay? Now, if you remember what elves' feet look like, you know that they normally wear kind of funny shoes. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a curved line for the bottom. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that and curve it around to meet our pant leg, okay? Just like that. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to curve it around. Just like that. I'm going to go over it again so it shows up good. Here we go. Now, we have to design our elves' legs and shoes. So I'm going to draw a line here that curves just a little bit. And then I'm going to keep drawing some lines here because my elf is going to have decorated pants on. Now, if you notice, the line on his legs is curving just a little bit. And what that does is it makes it look like his legs are actually kind of round. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to decorate. Now, we've talked about pattern in some of our other videos. So we know that a pattern is something that repeats itself. Okay, so what you could do is you could follow a pattern on his pants legs or her pant legs. You could follow a pattern of candy canes and then maybe Christmas trees, candy canes, Christmas trees. You could follow a pattern where it was red, green, red, green. All right, so you have to decide how you're going to decorate his pants legs or her pants legs. All right, so mine's going to be alternating. I'm going to go almost like a checkerboard across. So I'm just doing candy cane shapes. Now, I don't have a white marker, so I can't have the white on my candy cane. Okay. I think what I'm going to do on my other ones is a Christmas tree and Santa Claus hat combination. That way it's interesting and it's still kind of wintry. All right, so I'm going to add my Santa Claus hat. It's not real good. That's a little bit better. You could also have done stockings. You could have done reindeers. Right, there's lots of things that you could have done for your elves' tights. You could have done a gingerbread house. All right, so you can be adding even more than I did. Okay. I'm going to go add the trunks of my trees so that they actually look like trees. You could always add some lights to it or a star on top. Alright, and I have to go back and finish up my Santa Claus hats. Alright. Now, what we have left is coloring in his shoes. So, I think I'm going to maybe add a little red pom-pom on top of the shoe to make him look a little bit festive. And then I think I'm just going to color him in green. But I'm probably going to use a different green than I had before, just to change it up. It's almost a teal color, just to brighten it up a little bit and give it a change. So you decide what color your elf's shoes are, and then color it in. All right, there's one shoe done. I don't know if any of you all have watched Elf, but that's one of my favorite Christmas movies. I think it's funny. So when we finish our elf, you are more than welcome to design where your elf is at. If your elf is in Santa's workshop, you can add that. If your elf is in New York City, you can add that. If your elf is with Santa or with the reindeer, you can add all of that, okay? It's totally up to you what you're going to add. You just have to create it, okay? So I've done my part. Now it's up to you to design your background, all right? I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.